What is up, guys? We got another, this time it is going to be a review of the new Red Magic 5G. This phone is actually available for pre-order in the United States and all of Europe today, the 14th of April, as you can see on my screen. Oops, we got a notification there that we don't got to see right now. But anyways, so I'm just going to do the review, the actual review. I've been using this for about 3 days now, and it is a fantastic phone. I would say for sure my favorite phone of all time so far. If we're gonna go all time, still I think the first one, because of the innovation. The first time I had an HD screen, the Galaxy Nexus from back in the day. I think it was like 2013. That's the first time that phones transitioned from the VGA, screens, which is 480 by 360, into HD 720p HD. So that was just super innovative. But as far as like current technology and the way it measures up with other phones I've had so far, this is a great phone. The smooth screen is just honestly the breadwinner. It's super smooth and it's amazing. But anyways, let's just do the traditional setup here, and let's go ahead and start with the negatives. Negative, I think number one is battery life. I did say it was lasting me a while before, but I had only used it in 90 hertz. So if you want it to last a good while, 90 hertz is the way to go. Even I'm sure 60 hertz was amazing. But as far as like you want to optimally use this, as far as like this full spec'd out 144 hertz, which it is currently at right now, as you can see, it's not that great. Now, I did mention before on the Rogue Phone 2 Strix Edition how that was not amazing as I thought it was going to be. I think that was right around maybe a little bit less in the iPhone 11 Pro Max battery, and that was a 6,000 milliamp hour cell, so keep that in mind. This is 4,500 milliamp hours. I was very disappointed, probably the most disappointed I had been, because I had the Red Magic 3, which had a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 90 hertz refresh rate, and I loved that battery. It was awesome, and I love the phone. Some of the things that I did mention in those reviews is how it still had Android 9, so you were not able to use gestures or have the screen in full covering from bezel to bezel. Now you can. And obviously this has Android 10, so you can have the swipe up from the bottom to open up your apps, and also the going back by swiping from the right or from the left. Let's see here, try it out. See, I'm going back on the thing. Go to offer up. Just back home, and we go back, we get out of there. Same thing on the other side. Swipe up to go home. Swipe up long ways to do this. So anyways, that's one negative. Battery life, it's all right. But I'll talk about that a little bit later as well, because there is a positive to go along with that, and I'm sure you guys can guess by now. I did mention it before. So that's one negative. Another negative, camera. Ooh man, what? The camera is stinky. It's stinky. It's okay. It's not terrible, but I have, like I said before, LG V60. That camera's good. That camera's very good. Not the greatest camera in the world by far. If I'm going to be honest, the OnePlus 7T McLaren edition I did a review on this. That had a much better camera than even the LG V60. The colors pop better, really good in low light. I don't know what it was about the updates or what they did, but that was just running awesome. Granted, I haven't had a Samsung Galaxy. Well, I had the Note 10 Plus, but I haven't had one of the top, the S20 Ultra or anything like that. So I haven't tested those out. But the OnePlus 7T has been my favorite camera so far that I've had. Or 11 Pro Max, 7T Pro, right there neck and neck. Good cameras, both of them. I should have done a freaking review on the 11 Pro Max. It's the only phone I had. I was so broke, so I couldn't record it with another one. But anyways, so that's a negative. The camera, not good. Front-facing camera, white, it's washed out. Let's see if we can take a picture here and you guys can see. Right there. I don't know. I mean, can you tell? I can tell right away. I wish I had another phone to kind of show you. But you see how the colors are just that my skin looks super white. This part looks like a gray. Background's weird, kind of blurry-ish. It just doesn't capture the details really good. Doesn't absorb light very well. Same thing with the with the back camera. Let me see. Let me get something colorful here real quick. Give me 1 second. Ooh. Let me get this pink T-Mobile SIM card. Right, you can see it there. I think you guys can see the colors pretty good. And let's take a picture. I don't know. I think you could tell. Let's compare it for real life. See that? See how it's like pinky, almost into an orangey red. And right here it's just not color accurate whatsoever. Okay, so that's one thing to think about. Camera. You're not going to be buying this phone for the camera. Is it better than last year's Red Magic 3? Absolutely. It is better than that. That one was just trash. Straight garbage, in my opinion. This is better, but not to measure up with the top high-end phones right now with the camera. Another negative, I would say the interface, or I guess you could combine that with not an inability to install a launcher. I love Nova Launcher. Okay, start fresh. I actually just barely installed it on this one. Apply, swipe up, perfect, right? What happened? Nothing. I opened it up. Okay, now we're in the launcher. All right, cool. You know, let's go home. Back to the normal launcher. You're actually unable to put it up. To put it as the stock. See, Android 10 gesture navigation. It says here, Google has not yet made a gesture navigation compatible with third-party launchers. There is nothing that Nova Launcher can do to change that until a future Android update. So, okay, that's cool, but I have an LG V10 that has Android 10, and I can use the launcher on that. So it doesn't make sense. I think that Red Magic just kind of blocked it for some reason. They don't want to have a third-party launcher. See, okay, here we go. And even after I do this, I go into Nova Launcher, went right back to the normal launcher. See? So we can't use Nova, which I love Nova because of all the customizability. I customize it. This is just plain Jane, but I like to customize it and make it real simple, so make it kind of look stock Android. These icons, I guess you could say it's another negative. I'm not a big fan of them. I actually love black and red, but this is like a light gray, crappy design, orangey red that I'm not a big fan of. And then all their icons that come pre-installed have that theme. You can choose other themes, a lighter theme. I think those icons look a little bit better, but I like the darker theme, so I just wanted to go with this one. And yeah, so as you can see, this is that's one of the things. Camera, not ability to do the launcher, the interface. Not a big fan of it. It is ish into stockish Android. You can do a lot of the things. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't even know how much of this is Android 10 and how much of this is Red Magic OS 3. You do have a always off display, which I do like. That's pretty cool. That's mine. You know, it's just chilling there, always on. AMOLED 1080p, 144 hertz. It's a good little thing. But yeah, that's it thing. And then also, if I'm just going to be honest, this is a Chinese version. Chinese stuff. You know, I haven't really looked on how to take this off. A lot of Chinese things that you don't really need. It has a lot of Chinese bloatware, which thankfully enough, I was able to get rid of most of it. Yeah, I was able to get rid of a lot of some random Chinese things. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know anything about that place. But I was able to take a lot of that bloatware off, which is cool. So I like that. But it is Chinese, so it's not the American version. Keep that in mind for this specific model. But I think that's it for the negatives, honestly. Let's just go into the positives. My first and most favorite thing, I want to say most favorite thing, but one of the things I like the most about this phone is the design. The design is incredible. I love it. I don't know if you guys know, but my favorite color is, and I've said it plenty of times in previous videos, I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing it, but it is black and red. Red specifically, but combined with the black, it makes life a lot better. And that's what this phone has. A black and red glossy finish on a glass back. I personally am not a fan of glass phones. I like the design that they had before. If they could have made this design with the metal back, that would have been pretty cool, I think. I like the camel one a lot. But it does look really nice. I'm not complaining. I'm just upset because I'm afraid that if I drop it, the back's going to crack and it's going to ruin the whole thing. And that's why I'm like, oh no. You know, if you have glass, it's only if it's necessary. It doesn't have wireless charging, so why put a glass back on a phone if you're not going to put wireless charging? That's why, I mean, all phones started going into a glass back when they started doing wireless charging. So it doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I don't design them. I don't sell them. I just review them. So yeah, design, beautiful design. As far as the weight, it is hefty. It is heavy. It's, and like I've mentioned before, it's not as heavy as the LG V60, even though the LG V60 has a bigger battery. I'm not sure why it would be heavier. Maybe the glass they use is heavier, or the metal. Who knows? But the LG V60 is a surprisingly light phone for the 5,000 milliamp hour battery that it has. Oh, look, it is a fingerprint magnet. I just cleaned it, and look at how it picks up those fingerprints. I got the chamois that I have for my spectacles, so it's cleaned up pretty good. But then hold it for a little bit. Oh yeah, whatever. Boom. It's all good. Looks good. Another positive, other than the design, is speed. Oh god, speed. Are you serious? This thing is a beast. Never had lag, never had jitter on anything at all whatsoever. Just a beast of a phone. Always fast. Now I will say this, to be 100% honest, the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition, faster, smoother, better integrated with its operating system. The processor, I think, just really, it's like iPhone. How iPhone has a really smooth interface with itself. The OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren just had a way of marrying everything together, and it was really smooth and really good. So that's keep something in mind. Same thing. It was the same kind of specs. I did have the 855 Plus, which is a predecessor to this processor. But it was smoother. I think a little bit faster, honestly. I wish I still had that phone. I could do a side-by-side comparison. That'd be nice. But it's gone now. That's how I was able to get this. So yeah, it's fast, good, smooth. What else is awesome about this phone? Oh, well, I'm going to talk about this because I thought about it. The charger. Oh, hallelujah. The charger. I charged it yesterday, and I have a video. I'm going to do another one because I'm still getting good at it. It is a time-lapse video of how fast it charged, and it went from 10% to 84% in 30 minutes. Okay, that's a 73% increase, and that's crazy. Now, on the other model I had, the previous one that I got that was not brand new, it would turn on the fan whenever it was charging, I guess because it was heating up. But this one has not done that. So this one actually, compared to the other Red Magic 5G that I had before this, does not heat up as much as that one did. This one doesn't heat up. It is at times when I'm downloading a lot of apps, it does run warm. When I'm running a game, it does run warm. But when I'm playing games, the fan does kick on since I have the Game Center on there. And all you have to do to turn on the Game Center is turn on that little switch right there. Boom. Pretty little switch. It has a fan. And which brings me into the next thing. Now, I did have the Rogue Phone 2. And the Rogue Phone 2 versus this is a tiny bit faster. You can feel the fluidity better. Gaming-wise, it's about the same experience. I can't really see a whole big difference. I really just game on PubG, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Uh-oh. Not sure what happened here. Oh, there we go. And there's PubG right there. I love the triggers. Triggers on PubG and any shooting game. You just cannot. If you haven't triggered, you haven't gamed, dude. You just haven't. I did use the second screen on the LG V60 for gaming, and it just wasn't. It was kind of, you have to use a claw to really be able to move and shoot at the same time. And this, you don't have to do that because you got the triggers up top. It's ergonomic with your index fingers, and it's cool, man. It's really cool. You can watch other videos from TK and other people gaming on this dude, and it's really good. It's really awesome. Battery drains about, in a 15-minute game, I think I had it drain it was at 144 hertz. It drained about 5% in one game, which is better than the Red Magic. The Red Magic would drain about 7%. The Red Magic with the same specs, the 12 gigs and the 256 gig. That would drain pretty fast. This one, however, it has 144 hertz, but it does not use it. It doesn't use it in the game. Because I think from what I saw on TK's review, it was maxed out at like 45 frames per second for the PUBG. So do keep that in mind. Oh, another thing is like when you have the game center, you can't go back by swiping. You have to go here and hit the back right there, and you can start a game or whatever. But yeah, triggers, amazing. I love the triggers. I love the triggered phones. I wanted to get, if I wasn't gonna get my hands on this, I wanted to get the OnePlus. I'm sorry, the Black Shark 3 Pro, but it was just a little too expensive for my taste, and it was not. Honestly, it was green, and I don't really like green. I know it's kind of a picky, weird thing to do, but yeah, green isn't my thing. Neither is blue, so that's why even the other gaming phone, was it? Oh, the Black Shark 2 wasn't a thing that I was into because of the color that it had, the design. I just like, I mean, I really, really like red, man. And it's red magic, right? We got this case to go along with it that the guy who sold it to me also sold me. So that was pretty cool. As I've said before, I actually paid a little bit too much money for this. I knew that the prices of the American version was going to be, but yeah. Well, I guess I could say a negative because it is a Chinese version. I had to install a Play Store in a weird method. I had to go through some things. Let me know if you guys are interested in a tutorial for that. I was going to do a tutorial, but I uninstalled the original browser for it, and the original keyboard isn't on here anymore, so it was kind of like a tedious process to try and get it back to that. I don't want to uninstall it because it was kind of like a difficult process, and I don't know if I got lucky or whatever. But yeah, if you want to see it, if you need it, if you have the Chinese version and you're like, hey bro, hook me up, man, I don't know what to do, because I know how annoying it is. Without the Play Store, this phone, I don't know, at least for me, you know, I couldn't get YouTube, I couldn't get Netflix. I still can't get Netflix actually, but I couldn't get anything. I couldn't get Hulu, I couldn't get Chime, I couldn't get a lot of these apps that I desperately need for productivity in my life, right? Because I desperately need Hulu for productivity, especially right now, right, for quarantine. But yeah, look, as you can see here, let me see if I can get a little bit of gameplay on this thing. Why don't we start a little war? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people here. But let's see. Ooh. But yeah, I like this phone so much. I think that the battery would be a lot more disappointing. Oh shoot. If it didn't have the charger. I mentioned in my other video that the American and global global versions are gonna have just the 18-watt charger. Can you believe it? Oh no, am I really landing in the middle of a field? Holy crackers, I didn't even see where I was. That's not good. Okay, we got some houses over there. So yeah, this did come with the 55-watt charger, as I've explained before. Super sick. I'm super happy. I don't know how much that charger individually is going to cost, and who knows how long it would take to get here, right? Because I think that's only available to their website, and I think their website orders things from China. And looking at the economy and the coronavirus situation that we're in right now, who knows how long it would take to get all that situated and to like actually get the charger in my hands. So I paid a little bit extra. If I'm going to be 100% honest, let's just say I paid $850 for this phone. And I don't have regrets because I had bought a McLaren for $425. And not the McLaren I did the review on, mind you. But I bought the McLaren for $425 and I sold it for $575. So that's $150 profit I made. And then I used that money to buy another McLaren for, I actually paid $620 for that one. And then I sold that for $650. So I mean, I made $30 profit plus $50 profit. That's $180 profit. And then $850. I ended up paying $680 for this. If all things are said and done. Someone's shooting. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's test this motherfucker. Bam! He dead. He dead. As you can see, the moving and shooting is my favorite part of any shooting game. It's just a lot. You can just really get merc dudes. Now, there's some dudes that I don't know if they're using, what kind of stuff they're using, but they're amazing. I haven't been able to win a game in a while. I've been gaming on PubG since the Red Magic 3, which was about a little bit less than a year ago. I got it in June, I believe. And at first, it was super easy. I think they were just mainly bots that I was killing. But then once I started winning a bunch of games, they threw me in with the Wolves, and now I haven't been able to be as good. I've finished the top 10 a few times, but it's been difficult. But it is fun. It is super fun to play this game with the triggers. Oh, as you can see my setup right here, the fire button is up there and the aim button is on the left side. And I usually put on my other phones, I put on this little gadget that kind of has these little grips, and then they have the little triggers at the top, and I use it that way. I did that on the McLaren edition, and it worked pretty good. It was just super fast. The McLaren is just good, fast phone. Oh, look, I guess I was here. Okay, we're outside the circle. But anyways, so there you have it, guys. That is a review of the Red Magic 5G. Oh, yeah, another thing that I did see, it does say 5G at the top there. I'm currently on T-Mobile. When I first got it, it didn't say 5G. It said 4G. I did the speed test on speedtest.net. UCLA. OOKLA. You know what? Oh, I don't have the app right now, but maybe I'll do it in the future if you guys want me to. Just let me know. But I did do the speed, and when I was on 4G, because you can take the 5G off. See? You can take it off. Now it's going to say 4G. Come on, man. Okay, it doesn't say no. See, now it says 4G. You can see it. Come on. Help me out. 4G right there. That's what it said, even though the 5G was on. So then I toggled it on and off. It started saying 5G. 4G was getting like 20 megabits per second down. 4G, I'm sorry. And then on 5G, it was getting like 45 megabits per second down. So I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if that's really 5G. Because on my LG V60, when I'm running 5G, it gets like 120 megabits down. You know, it gets like 110 megabits down, 80 megabits down. It doesn't get anything less than that. I think the slowest I've seen it on when I do the speed test on the LG V60 is probably 67 on the down. Upload is still pretty bad, like 10 or 9. I mean, I think that's bad compared to the down, but yeah, if you wanted me to do that, I will do it. A little comparison. I can't actually do it side by side on the T-Mobile's network because I only have one Simple Mobile SIM card, but in one line. But that's how it is, man. Great phone, love it. I'm actually gonna keep this for a while. I'm not gonna buy and sell anymore for this phone. I might sell the LG V60, make a few bucks on it because a lot of people are liking that phone. There's a lot of interest for it right now because apparently not even all T-Mobiles have it. But yeah, this is the review of the Red Magic 5G. If you have any questions, put them down in the link. Put them down in the comments below. Don't be afraid to ask anything. There is no such thing as dumb questions, just dumb answers. So if I give you a dumb answer, I'm sorry. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you going to get it? Are you interested in it? I'll try my best to respond. I'm pretty good. I don't have that many viewers, so I'm pretty good at responding. Especially if I think that your question is enticing, which most questions are. So let me know what's up. Have a good one, guys. God bless and enjoy your day. Hallelujah.